this is Walt Logic with Rectorseal, and today we are introducing our single-use wire grabber. The wire grabber is a steel shell, single-use shell, to be crimped onto wire. It can be used for pulling aluminum or copper wire, as well as medium to high voltage wires. It's simply a case of stripping the cable back, sliding this over the cable, and crimping it on, which we'll get into in a little bit. But the size range goes from 1000 MCM all the way down to number 8. We have the widest range in the industry. The sizes do come staggered, so when you're pulling them through the conduit, there's less pulling force on the cable puller. Okay, in preparing the cable, what you have to do is strip the cable back approximately 3 inches to give it enough depth to fit into the shell. So use a quality wire stripper. You would then insert it into the shell. Once you've got the cables inserted into the steel shells, it's time to crimp. You'll notice that there are colored bands on each one of the steel shells. There's an A and B marking. A is the first crimp, B would be your second crimp. The colors on the steel shells correspond to the correct crimping die, which is pretty universal in the industry. This is black color band. This is a 750 MCM cable being crimped into 750 MCM shell. I'm using a 750 MCM die set. You would insert it into the die tool, line it up with the color band with the center of the crimping die, and then crimp. Once the first crimp is done and you hear the pressure relief valve kick in, hit the reverse lever on the crimper and then move the die to the second band and then crimp. We just heard the bypass valve kick in, hit reverse. That one is done. With this particular setup, there is no need to turn the body between the first and second crimp. All that's required is 2 crimps. Once all your cables are crimped onto the wire and you've got it hooked into your clevis, hook your clevis to your pulling rope, pull it through the conduit, and you're done. At the end of the wire pull, all that's needed is to take a pair of wire cutters, put them just behind the bottom of the head, and cut the wire off and discard the whole head. So at this point, you're just discarding this whole entire head. What we use for demonstration purposes here during this video was 750 MCM copper. It's one of the hardest wires to set up for a wire pull. You can do this in less than 5 minutes total setup time, 2 minutes teardown time at the end. Okay, the nice thing about the steel bodies is the overall depth of the tool. You've got a very, very solid steel section that's a ball and socket design. You've got a socket that is on the end of the wire with the ball section in here. So you've got this much of solid steel in here. There's approximately an inch or more solid steel in here, ball and shank design, where the cable and ball will not pull through. The lanyards are actually high-strength lanyards. You got a loop in them. Very, very cost-effective way. You've got a very high-quality tool that's cost-effective to buy and extremely economical to use. By incorporating the Rectorseal single-use wire grabber tools as part of your wire pulling equipment, you will effectively save hundreds of man-hours during the course of a job.